Whitehall, 1212.
This is Scotland Yard.
For the first time in history, Scotland Yard opens its official files to bring you the authentic, true stories of some of its most baffling cases.
These are the true stories, the plain, unvarnished facts, just as they occurred, reenacted for you by an all-British cast. Only the names of the participants have, for obvious reasons, been changed. The stories are presented with the full cooperation of Scotland Yard.
Research on Whitehall 1212 comes from Percy Hoskins, chief crime reporter of the London Daily Express. The stories for radio are written and directed by Willis Cooper. Here is the man in charge of Scotland Yard's famous Black Museum, Chief Superintendent John Davidson, to brief you on case number 504 MR701.
Good afternoon. All the exhibits I have charge of here at the Black Museum are not in themselves horrible or gruesome. I admit that several of the exhibits in this case, number 504701, are so dreadful that we reserve them for the use and study of our own people exclusively. Policemen are notoriously a strong-stomached lot. But this one that I brought with me is not such a one. Look at it. It's a woman's earring. The pair couldn't have cost a great deal. Handmade, I think, by some village jeweler in France many years ago. Can you make out the design? Crudely carved representation of a left hand holding a heart and what seems to be a flower. The other one of the pair was similar, I'm told, by those who've seen it, except that it was a right hand. This is the only one left of the pair. Retired Chief Superintendent Cedric Pickard is a little older today than he was then. Hey, Cedric?
I was a brand new inspector then, John.
You still remember all the details of this case, though.
For 35 years, I've been trying to forget them, John. On the 31st of October, 1917, the Zeppelins raided London for the next to last time. About 8 o'clock on the morning of November the 2nd, some 32 hours after the air raid, I received a call from E Division of the Metropolitan Police in Bow Street. I hastened there at once. They had 4 things to show me. 1, a badly bloodstained sheet. 2, a large jute bag labeled Argentine La Plata Cold Storage. 3, a stout cord which had been tied round the bag. 4, torn bit of pasteboard on which was scrawled in pencil the words, Bloody Belgium. Most curiously misspelled. There was a civilian there, too, a squatty man with a cast in his left eye, wearing a remarkably dirty cap. He stood up when I looked at him.
I'm Sammy Elwood, sir. I found it. Them things, I mean.
Oh, did you then?
Roadman, I am, sir. I work at Regent Square in Bloomsbury.
Where'd you find this?
In the central garden in the square, sir, behind the railing. I seen it when I first come to work this morning, sir, but I went and had my breakfast first, sir. Good thing I did, too, and then I untied the bag when I come back. I run for a policeman right away, sir.
Why'd you run for police?
The bag, sir. There was a lady in it.
The lady, rather the remains of the lady, for she was lacking a head and hands, had been taken to the mortuary. Sam, the roadman, obviously knew nothing about it except what he discovered when he untied the bag marked cold storage. He went back to work, a faint green tinge still underlying the grime on his face and hands. I examined the evidence. The pasteboard on which was written Bloody Belgium, I hazarded, might indicate that someone who disliked bloody Belgians, had caused the death of this one. The bag, I decided, should go to the laboratory for examination. I looked for laundry marks on the bloodstained sheet. There was one down in one corner. I telephoned it in to the Criminal Records Office and started for my office at New Scotland Yard. The telephone was ringing as I came in. Yes? Inspector Picard here.
Sergeant Toland here, sir. We found out about that laundry mark, sir, the one you phoned in.
Good.
It belongs to a Mademoiselle Albertine de Rocher.
Belgian?
Don't know, sir. Address 50 Munster Square. That's over east of Regent's Park, sir.
That's very good, Sergeant. I'll run over there at once. Care to come along with me?
Why, if I can get permission to leave here, sir.
Get your hat. I'll take care of that. Accompanied by Sergeant Monty Toland, he was a much better man on a case than on a CRO telephone, and they knew it. I proceeded to Munster Square, and we were admitted to Mademoiselle de Rocher's two-room flat by the landlady, an old Frenchwoman with a moustache.
Bed's all torn up.
Oh. Sheet seems to be missing.
No sheet here.
Look under the bed.
1, 2, 3 pairs of shoes.
No sheets under here. What are you looking at, sir?
Is that blood? There on the pillow.
Looks like it. And here, sir, on the blanket.
A lot of it. I wonder.
Sir, there's somebody at the door.
Landlady.
I can speak a sort of French, sir. Alors, madame, entrez.
Alors?
Come on in, the keyhole's drafty.
Pardon?
Come in.
Ask her if she knows where Mademoiselle de Rocher is.
Mademoiselle de Rocher...
She is gone.
She speaks English.
Oh, oui.
Where's she gone to?
Je comprends pas.
Où est-elle?
Oh, she's gone since samedi.
Saturday.
Oui, she go for to see her sister in Nottingham.
Nottingham.
Oui, oui, Nottingham.
What's her sister's name?
Ça, je comprends pas.
Comment elle s'appelle la sœur?
Je sais pas.
She doesn't know, sir.
She go away to hide in the abri when the Boche come in the air raid. Underground, in the tubes, vous savez? Elle ne revient pas. Nottingham. Tout compris?
What time did she leave?
À quelle heure tu parti?
Presque minuit.
Near midnight.
Samedi.
Saturday, yes.
She didn't come back, huh?
Non. Nottingham.
Nottingham.
Oui.
Ask her who might know her sister's name in Nottingham.
Madame...
Il le sait. Cet homme-là, là-bas.
What man, madame?
The man in the picture there?
Oui. Ça, c'est Langlois, son bon ami. Langlois, il sait.
It's Langlois, her sweetheart. He might know, she says.
Where is he?
Je sais pas. Chez lui.
Where is his home?
Hein? Oh, Charlotte Street, numéro 101.
101.
101. Langlois, Étienne Pierre, Petite Boucherie. Rue Charlotte, numéro 101.
What'd she say?
She says his name's Langlois and he lives at 101 Charlotte Street.
I know that. What else did she say?
She says he has a small butcher shop there.
The butcher Langlois was not there in his combination living quarters and shop in the basement of 101 Charlotte Street when Toland and I arrived. The heavy door was strongly barred and locked. Toland spoke to an attractive Frenchwoman who seemed to be the charwoman. At least she was armed with broom and pail, obviously recently used.
Pardon, mademoiselle, monsieur Langlois est-il ici?
Non, monsieur, il est en train de livrer ses viandes. Je ne sais pas quand il sera de retour.
Oh.
Non, vous ne pouvez pas entrer. J'ai tout enfermé quand j'ai fini de nettoyer. Quelle saleté. C'est que Langlois a égorgé un veau samedi soir. Oh, le sang était tout partout. À présent, il fait ses ventes. Je regrette, mais je ne sais pas quand il sera de retour.
What'd she say?
She says he's gone.
Oui, monsieur.
Who's she?
Je suis Françoise Grimard.
Mademoiselle Françoise Grimard.
C'est moi la fiancée d'Étienne Langlois.
What'd she say?
She's the sweetheart of Langlois, she says.
How many sweethearts has this fellow got?
Oh, I don't think we'd better ask her that, sir.
Mais qu'est-ce que vous dites, voyons?
What'd she say?
She wants to know what we're talking about.
Madam.
Mademoiselle.
You tell her, Tolan.
Dommage que je l'ai raté. Je vous remercie, mademoiselle. Come on, sir. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
À la bonne heure, messieurs.
Goodbye, madam.
Mademoiselle.
Oh, quiet. Wonder how much she knows about this affair. Said she was Langlois' sweetheart, didn't she?
That isn't all she said, sir.
I gathered that.
Said Langlois had butchered a calf in there Saturday night.
She did?
That's why she had to clean up the place.
I hope she didn't clean it up too well.
Why, sir?
I'd like a sample of that blood.
I don't understand you, sir.
I want to see if it's really animal blood, my boy. I posted 2 detectives at the Charlotte Street location to keep a close but inconspicuous watch on the home butcher shop of Etienne Pierre Langlois to report the butcher's return. Toland and I went back to the Munster Square address where Albertine de Rocha had lived. The mustached landlady assured us she knew nothing more of the affairs of Mademoiselle de Rocha. She did, however, add that Monsieur Langlois had put in an appearance there after the de Rocha woman had left. Ask her when, Tolan, I said.
Quel jour, madame?
Dimanche.
Sunday.
What did he want, madame?
He had food for the cat. Mademoiselle Durocher asked him to do so.
Was he alone?
Huh?
Était-il seul?
Oui.
How long was he here?
15 minutes, peut-être.
15 minutes.
I know. He fed the cat?
Comment?
The cat. Cat. Did he feed the cat? Eat.
Non.
Why? That's what he was here for, wasn't it?
Le chat est perdu.
The cat's what?
Perdu. He is run away.
What did he do with the cat food?
Oh, he take it away with him.
Why didn't he leave it here?
Je ne sais pas.
Was he here alone in this room all that time?
Oui.
Did he take anything from here when he left?
The food for the cat.
That all?
Je sais pas. I don't know.
You sure?
Monsieur, if he takes something from this flat, it is hers, not mine. Comprenez? I don't know. Aussi, he is her sweetheart, you say, n'est-ce pas? It is all right if he takes something. I don't know. Not my business.
A sheet seems to be missing from the bed.
I don't know. Je ne sais pas absolument.
I see. Well, that's that.
Seems to be, sir.
Well, thank you, madam, and goodbye.
Goodbye, monsieur.
Oh, I knew there was something else I wanted to ask you.
Oui, monsieur.
Do you know a woman named, what's her name, Tolan?
Who, sir?
The woman who told us about Langlois.
Oh. Françoise Grimard.
Ah. Know her?
No, I have never heard of her.
Nowhere in all London is the art of thrusting one's nose into other people's business at lower ebb than in Soho, with its enormous foreign population. Our uncooperative landlady was a conspicuous practitioner of the ancient injunction, live and let live. As Tolan and I approached 101 Charlotte Street, half a mile away, Detective Sergeant John Mullins, one of the men I'd posted to watch the Langlois establishment, called to me.
Hey, Inspector.
Who's that? Oh, it's you, Mullins.
Yes, sir. Been looking for you, sir. You went to your office at the yard and I...
What's up?
He's come back, sir.
Langlois?
Must be him, sir. He looks like a bloody butcher. He came up and unlocked the door of the place and went inside.
He's still there?
Must be. We haven't seen him come out.
Good.
The woman came up and knocked at the door, sir, about 10 minutes ago and was admitted by him.
Young?
Well, not so young, Sergeant, but very handsome, I'd say.
What'd she say?
We couldn't hear, sir, but she's there now. At least she hasn't come out either.
She's telling him all about the two policemen who were asking questions about him this morning. I'll take my oath.
He was there. So was Mademoiselle Francoise Grimard. They had been sharing a bottle of villainous-looking vin rouge. The kind the French soldiers call...
Pinard.
Pinard, that's right. Ooh. It is said to dissolve the teeth if taken in quantity by an amateur. Neither Langlois nor Mademoiselle Grimard were amateurs, apparently. They looked at us a trifle owlishly, however. We gratefully declined a drink. Langlois swilled Pinard.
What do you want, policeman?
Prends garde, Etienne.
What'd she say?
Be careful what you say, sir.
What?
That's what she said, sir.
Oh.
What do you want?
We'd like to ask you a few questions, Monsieur Langlois.
Ask them. I do not guarantee to answer.
Qu'est-ce que tu dis, Etienne?
Je dis que je ne promets rien.
Mademoiselle Grimard told us that she'd cleaned your place out.
He did not clean it well enough, I'm afraid.
Oh, fiche-moi le camp.
It is still dirty, Françoise.
Si au moins tu faisais plus attention quand tu égorges tes bêtes.
What did she say?
She says I should be more careful when I butcher. C'est vrai, Françoise.
You do your butchering in here?
Sometimes, monsieur.
Mais écoute.
Tais-toi, Françoise.
This blood on the walls here, on the floor. It's animal blood, then.
From the calf I slaughtered.
Would you mind if I take a small sample of it?
Qu'est-ce qu'il dit?
Il veut du sang.
Pourquoi pas?
Why not, monsieur? You will find it is calf's blood. N'est-ce pas, Françoise?
Bien sûr.
Allons, monsieur, take what you like.
If you please, Dolan.
Yes, sir.
Just scrape some of those stains in. Here, take this envelope.
Yes, sir.
Label it. Thank you. Now, if you'll open the door and hand it to Mullins, ask him to hurry it back. If you don't mind, Monsieur Langlois.
I don't mind.
Yes, sir.
He's to take it to Sidney Belloc in the laboratory and have him tested at once. To see if it is animal blood.
It is, monsieur.
And rush me a report here at once. I'll wait.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Monsieur Langlois.
But is that all you wish, monsieur?
I should like to ask another question or two, if I may.
Allons, monsieur.
Prends garde, Etienne.
Let me alone. Monsieur.
Now, you are not required to answer this question, Monsieur Langlois.
I know that. Ask it.
You, knew Mademoiselle Albertine de Rocher, did you
Albertine du
not?
Rocher, la vache, cette salope.
Françoise.
Oh, Albertine du Rocher, alors oui, la connaissez, moi aussi.
Peux-tu te taire?
Elle qui voulait m'enlever Étienne, cette cochonne de la rue.
Je chiffre, Françoise.
Oh, elle ne reviendra plus ici, celle-là.
Françoise, tais-toi.
Oh, essaye. Elle reviendra plus jamais
Françoise,
ici.
tais-toi. Ferme ta gueule.
Eh oui, il la connaissait. Moi aussi.
Tais-toi, Françoise.
Elle nous tracassera plus jamais, celle-là.
I take it the lady did know her.
She certainly did, sir.
What did she say?
Well,
Albertine du Rocher.
Now, excuse me, monsieur. I think it is better you go from here.
Monsieur Langlois, I have several more questions I would
I'm
like...
sorry, monsieur. I will not answer them.
Well, you don't have to, of course.
I am sure that you will see that the matter of Mademoiselle Albertine du Rocher is a very painful one for Mademoiselle Guillemard and myself. François.
Oh, alors.
Alors, tais-toi,
Oh,
François.
Albertine du Rocher.
No, monsieur. I have answered enough. I know the British law, too, monsieur. You may not enter my dwelling without a warrant if I wish you not to. Nor must I answer questions unless I so choose. You have no warrant. I choose not to answer any more of your questions. I ask you to go away from my house.
Aha.
The door, monsieur.
Oh, attends, espèce de crétin.
A thwarted policeman is a sorry sight. We shambled down Charlotte Street in the general direction of Scotland Yard, and the small measure of self-respect we'd attained in our retreat to its sheltering walls was quickly stripped from us by Sergeant Mullins, who met us on the stairway to my office.
I was just starting out to find you, sir.
Yes, Sergeant?
That sample of blood you sent me back with, sir.
Yes?
The laboratory says it's animal blood, sir, not human at all.
Toland and I went home. But a night of even troubled sleep helps. I found obtaining a search warrant not too difficult, and armed with it, Toland, Mullins, and I returned to Charlotte Street. Langlois greeted us with a tolerant smile, I think you'd call it, if you were a novelist.
It was the blood of an animal, was it not, Inspector?
Yes, it was, Monsieur Langlois.
Oh, you see. I did not lie to you, n'est-ce pas?
I have brought a search warrant.
Eh bien.
Is there any other room or building on these premises which you use for slaughtering? May as well tell me. We shall find it anyway.
There is a small shed.
Out this door, monsieur.
But I have not used it for many months.
Out this door, monsieur.
Wait.
Go ahead, Mullins. You know what you're looking for.
Right, sir.
Is there a basement here?
It is used for storage.
We'll have a look at it later. Toland.
Yes, sir.
Have a good look round the other rooms first, Toland.
Yes, sir.
Monsieur, I assure you...
Oh, on second thought, Toland, just run round to Munster Square, will you?
Is that not where the Mademoiselle de Rocher lived, monsieur?
Just run round there, will you, and see what Tom Bennett's found out.
Yes, sir.
If his report isn't ready, wait for it. And come back here at once.
Right, sir.
May I ask,
There's
monsieur...
a pathologist over there with some portable laboratory equipment, monsieur.
Mais je ne comprends pas.
He's over there looking at some bloodstains. Now, if you don't mind, I'll start in this room. Is this an abattoir, too, monsieur?
It is my kitchen.
It was a most dingy kitchen. A most filthy kitchen. I inspected it carefully. Greasy saucepans, well-scrubbed butcher's knives, moldy pails of rubbish, stinking half-empty tins of decayed food, and under the ancient sink, a pile of stained linen. The third item I picked up was a blood-stained towel. Animal blood, too, I asked Langlois. He didn't reply. And then something fell out of the folds of the towel onto the floor. I picked it up. What's this? I asked.
It is an earring. It belongs to Françoise, to Mademoiselle Grimard.
An earring, I said. And dropped it into my pocket. Let's ask her about that.
I will give it to her, monsieur.
Thank you. I'll just ask her to identify it when she comes in. Where is she, by the way?
Oh, I don't know.
We'll find out. Did you say this is animal blood on this towel, monsieur?
From the calf which I slaughtered.
Jimmy, how did an earring ever get in here?
She lost it.
Saturday night? Whilst you were slaughtering the animal?
Monsieur.
Who's that?
Me, sir. Sergeant Mullins.
Oh, come in, Mullins. Did you find anything?
These bags, sir.
Jute bags. What's it say on them? You read it, Langlois.
Argentine, La Plata, cold storage. I have dozens of them.
Curious. The same kind of sack the body was in. Well, let's keep them, Mullins. Now, who's that?
Oh, here you are, sir. Bennett says the stains are animal blood, sir. He's certain.
I wonder how animal blood got in Mademoiselle de Roche's room. I wonder.
Monsieur, I must speak to you.
Eh? Very well. Tolan, you and Mullins go down to the cellar and see what you can find. Got a torch?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Well on. Now, monsieur.
Wait, monsieur. There's nothing down there.
Get along.
Monsieur, I confess.
Go on.
I did not kill her.
Oh?
I went to feed the cat. I found her dead in her room. She had been attacked. Oh, the blood.
I'm reliably informed that is animal blood, monsieur.
I was frightened. The concierge, the landlady, she knew I was there. I might be accused of murder.
It is possible.
I brought the body back here. That blood out there in the kitchen, that is human blood, her blood. I put her in the sack, but I did not kill her. I did not, I tell you. In the night, I got my horse and trap, and I drove to Eden Square with the body, and...
What did you do with the hands and the head?
We found the head, sir.
Oh, no!
It's in a cask downstairs, sir, with the hands. Can't identify it, sir, but there's an earring in one ear. The other's been torn out. If we can find it...
Who's that now? Come in. Good morning, Mademoiselle Grimard.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe ici? Et vous? On vous a mis à la porte hier. Étienne, réponds si veux-tu.
Mademoiselle, do you recognize this earring?
Oh, c'est à elle. C'est celui qui s'est accroché au torchon.
What'd you say?
She says it's the one that got caught in the towel, sir. Why, it's the same as the one down in the cellar, sir.
On l'a trouvé. Ils ont découvert sa tête.
She says they found it. They found the head.
Albertine. Oh, c'est lui qui l'a tué. Arrêtez-le.
Assassin, she is the one.
Mother.
No, she murdered
non, c'est
Albertine.
lui.
My
Et c'est
love, mon
l'autre
amour, ma
animal.
belle.
Stop
C'est
it.
la tuée,
Stop. Helen. So she'll understand it.
Huh?
Etienne Langlois, I arrest you on a charge of willful murder.
Françoise Grimard.
I arrest you for the willful murder of Albertine de Rocha. I warn you that anything you say will be taken down in writing and may be used in evidence. Come along, both of you. At the trial at Old Bailey, it was proved that Albertine de Rocha, instead of going to the air raid shelter when the alarm was given, had instead gone to the home of her lover, Langlois, who was entertaining Francoise Grimard. A quarrel ensued, and the de Rocha woman was struck on the head and killed. We found the murder weapon, a cleaver owned by Langlois. The only fingerprints on it were those of Francoise Grimard. Langlois had gone to the dead woman's flat in Munster Square the next night with a container of animal blood in an attempt to make good his hastily conceived story. Then, realizing he must do better than that, he resorted to the practice of his profession. His handwriting matched the bloody Belgium written on the pasteboard with the body. It was a joke, he said, to foil people. It didn't. Etienne Langlois and Francoise Grimard were hanged at Wandsworth Prison in May 1918.
You have heard another in the series Whitehall 1212, compiled from the official files of Scotland Yard. Research is from Percy Hoskins of the London Daily Express. Whitehall 1212 will not be heard next Sunday, giving way to a special broadcast of the Masters Open Golf Tournament from Augusta, Georgia. But we shall return to you at this time 2 weeks from today. Among those heard in this reenactment of a celebrated case were Horace Brame, Harvey Hayes, Lester Fletcher, Evan Thomas, John Dirth, Patricia Courtley, and Elizabeth Eustace. The stories for radio on Whitehall 1212 are written and directed by Willis Cooper. Three chimes mean good times on NBC. This evening, The Big Show stars Judy Canova, Fred Allen, Jan Murray, Vivian Blaine, Portland Hoffa, Johnny Johnston, and your glamorous hostess, Tallulah Bankhead, with Meredith Wilson directing The Big Show Orchestra and Chorus. Then, later this evening, Theater Guild on the Air co-stars Lily Palmer and Rex Harrison. Then, tomorrow afternoon and every weekday afternoon, be sure to hear the new dramatic series, The Doctor's Wife. Yes, morning, noon, and night. For the best in radio entertainment, stay tuned to NBC. Remember, tonight, Theater Guild stars Rex Harrison and Lily Palmer on NBC.
Whitehall 1212.
This is Scotland Yard.
For the first time in history, Scotland Yard opens its official files to bring you the authentic, true stories of some of its most baffling cases.
These are the true stories, the plain, unvarnished facts, just as they occurred, reenacted for you by an all-British cast. Only the names of the participants have, for obvious reasons, been changed. The stories are presented with the full cooperation of Scotland Yard.
Research on Whitehall 1212 is from Percy Hoskins, chief crime reporter of the London Daily Express. The stories for radio are written and directed by Willis Cooper. Now you will hear the voice of Chief Superintendent John Davidson, curator of Scotland Yard's famous Black Museum. Chief Superintendent Davidson will brief you on Scotland Yard case number 604 MR 804.
Good afternoon. Here in the Black Museum at Scotland Yard, which is neither black nor is it a museum, are kept on file articles of various sorts which have in one way or another been connected with cases of criminal investigation that our people have worked on. Now, we keep these articles not for their morbid interest as weapons that have committed murder, nor because they have been merely involved in various crimes of violence, but as exemplars of methods and means of commission. What has puzzled us on some long-forgotten crime may one day be of assistance to us in solving another. Now, this is a typical example. Though you may not recognize it at once, I can tell you that it's what is left of the handle to a woman's purse, her handbag. It's made of a kind of plastic material similar to that of which artificial teeth are sometimes made. It survived an attempted destruction under most extraordinary conditions and was recognizable as the property of a particular person. Now, here is Superintendent George Freeman of the CID, who was in charge of the case in which it was involved, number 604 MR 804. George?
I should like to say first, John, that there are certain aspects of this case which I cannot bring myself to discuss in public.
I'm relieved to hear you say that, Superintendent.
There was considerable reference to these things in the sensational press at the time, but I propose to omit all mention of them. I shall confine myself, as far as possible, to how we at Scotland Yard discovered the murderer and assisted in bringing him to justice.
I couldn't agree with you more, George.
There is, however, a happy ending to the story.
A happy ending?
Uh-huh. He was hanged. On an afternoon in 1949, Mrs. Minerva Bannerman, a well-to-do 68-year-old widow, walked out of the Kensington hotel in which she lived. She was never seen again. Woman Police Sergeant Elsie Rice was assigned to investigate. I was present when she made her report.
On inquiry at the hotel, I determined that the last person to have seen Mrs. Bannerman alive was a Mrs. Beatrice Miller, another resident of the hotel.
Did you speak to Mrs. Miller, Sergeant?
I interviewed her, yes, sir. Her conversation was as follows, according to her account. Mrs. Miller, are you going shopping? Mrs. Bannerman, no, I'm going down to Crawley with Mr. Hughes.
Who's Mr. Hughes, Sergeant?
He's a young businessman, an engineer, according to Mrs. Miller, who sometimes shares a table at the hotel dining room with Bannerman.
Have you interviewed this Hughes?
No, sir. He was not at the hotel, and there wasn't anyone who knew his business address. I left a message saying I'd call on him this evening at 8, sir.
Very well, Sergeant.
Thank you, sir.
I turned my attention to other matters of more pressing importance than a report on a missing woman. And Sergeant Rice reported to me the next morning.
I interviewed that Mr. Hughes last night, sir.
Hughes. Oh, yes, that missing woman.
Mrs. Minerva Bannerman, sir.
Uh-huh. Sit down, Sergeant.
Thank you, sir. He stated that he did not meet Mrs. Bannerman.
What's that?
He agreed that he did have an engagement with her, sir. He was to drive her to Crawley, where he had a small manufactory.
What for, did he say?
To look at some fingernails, sir.
Some what?
Some sort of plastic artificial fingernails he'd invented, sir.
By any chance, was she going to invest money in this thing?
He said she was, sir.
Mm-hmm. But they didn't go there, you said.
That's what he said, sir.
When was this?
2 days ago, sir. On Wednesday.
I don't like that investing business, Sergeant. Artificial fingernails. It's absurd, isn't it?
No, sir.
Huh?
Some women wear them, sir. They come in different colors.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But she didn't show up. Probably got suspicious. He's a suspicious-looking chap, Sergeant? Artificial fingernails.
I didn't like him, sir.
Woman's intuition.
No, sir. He's a little too smooth to suit me. Greasy. Greasy hair, greasy face, revolting little black moustache. I'm sorry, sir.
I suspect the old girl got the same impression you had, Sergeant, and ran out, clutching her investing money to her ample bosom.
She was a small, active woman, sir.
You got her description?
Yes, sir. Wearing a black Persian lamb coat, dark burgundy dress.
A what dress?
Red, sir. Carrying a small handbag with a large plastic handle. Hair white, complexion ruddy, wore false teeth, both upper and lower plates. Jewelry, a gold bracelet, at least 4 rings, 2 of which were set with large diamonds. An old-fashioned watch with gold breastpin in a fleur-de-lis shape.
All right, Sergeant, I'll take your word for it.
Yes, sir.
I'm much more interested in this investment business. We'll find the old lady with such efficient people as you, Sergeant.
Thank you, sir.
But this fellow Hughes, where's his factory? Crawley, you said.
Crawley, yes, sir. Near Horsham, sir. Between here and Brighton.
Yep. Superintendent Freeman here. I want the police station at Horsham. Telephone's a great invention. I keep thinking of that American cinema actor. What's his name? Meach. Hello?
Horsham Police Station, Sergeant Hodge.
Superintendent Freeman, Scotland Yard, Sergeant.
Oh, yes, sir.
Look here. You know a chap named Hughes has a factory of some sort of Crawley?
Know him by sight, sir. Very dapper chap. Black hair, small black moustache like Hitler's.
That's the one.
There's a tiny shed. You hardly call it a factory, sir, on Leopold Road in Crawley. Yes, sir. Saw him just the other day, sir.
When was that?
Wednesday, sir. 2 days ago.
You sure of that, Sergeant?
Yes, sir. He was with an elderly lady, sir. A lady in a Persian lamb coat, I think it's called, sir.
Here, give that description to Sergeant Rice. Here, Sergeant.
Yes, sir. Sergeant Rice here. Yes, I'm a sergeant. What? Persian lamb? Yes. Dark red dress? Yes. Red-faced, white hair? Handbag with a big handle? Funny old-fashioned watch?
Let's have the phone, Sergeant.
Wait a sec. Yes, sir.
Where did you see them, Sergeant?
Walking down Leopold Road together, sir, toward this factory of his, sir.
No mistake, Sergeant.
Oh, no, sir. No mistake.
Seen him since?
No, sir.
Send a man over to this factory right now and have him stay there till Hughes shows up.
Yes, sir.
I want to see that man Hughes at once. Pick him up and let me know when you've got him.
Yes, sir.
Well, Sergeant, I think you're right in not liking Mr. Hughes.
What's up, sir?
Well, for one thing, he's a liar. And second, we'll see. CRO, please. Criminal records officer. Yes, I'll wait.
How did that sergeant at Horsham know the description of Mrs. Bannerman's clothing, sir? Was she...
Hello? Who is this speaking? Oh, good morning, Murphy. Superintendent Freeman here. Look, do you have anything on a man named Hughes? What's the rest of his name, Sergeant?
John George, sir. Age about 40.
John George Hughes, at present of Crawley, about 40. Dark hair and moustache. How tall, Sergeant?
About 5'7" or 8, sir.
5'7" or 8. The man said to be an inventor of sorts. Has a factory at Crawley in West Sussex. Could you check quickly for me, please? Good. I'll be here in my office. Thank you. What were you saying, Sergeant Rice?
I was asking how that sergeant at Horsham knew about the clothing Mrs. Bannerman was wearing, sir.
He said... Oh, excuse me. Superintendent Freeman. Yes, Murphy. Oh? What's that number? 86522. Right. Surrey Assizes. London sessions in 1941. Or just send the file round to me, will you? Oh, is there a photograph of him in the file? Good. Thank you very much. You recognize him from the photograph, wouldn't you, Sergeant?
Oh, yes, sir. Sir, I was wondering...
Your Mrs. Bannerman was with Hughes at the factory Wednesday afternoon.
That's how that sergeant knew about her clothing, then.
That's right. You saw them together. So your Mr. Hughes is a liar. Now, CRO has a file on Hughes. He got 4 years at Surrey Assizes in 1937 for obtaining money by false pretenses. He was sentenced to 21 months for theft at London sessions in 1941. So he's a thief and a cheat. I'll be interested to see if he can prove he's not a murderer, too. I sent people to the Kensington Hotel where Hughes lived, and which was also the home of the missing Minerva Bannerman. She had not returned. Hughes' room on another floor had not been occupied. I again telephoned the police station at Horsham, which is 4 miles from the village of Crawley, where Hughes had his fingernail factory. He had not been seen at all. The door to the place was still padlocked, they told me. Sergeant Rice came into my office.
Afternoon, sir.
Where have you been, Sergeant?
Communications, sir. I worked up as complete a list as I could of the jewelry Mrs. Bannerman was wearing and had it sent out on the teletype.
All police stations?
All stations, sir, including Horsham.
Don't think you'll get very much from Horsham.
Sir, don't you think it'd be a good idea if I ran down to Horsham and had a look at that factory of Hughes?
Well, what do you expect to find?
I might find Mrs. Bannerman, sir.
Sergeant Rice, I've never told you what I think of women detective sergeants. Have I?
No, sir.
I think the rank of woman detective sergeant should be abolished.
Yes, sir.
And then I think they all ought to be promoted to chief superintendents, to remind the superintendents to keep their minds on their jobs. Come along, I'll go with you.
It was late afternoon when we arrived at the dingy little factory in Crawley, 40 miles away. Sergeant Hodge from Horsham was waiting for us.
Good evening, sir. Evening. I came straight over here when you telephoned, sir. I let my men go for an early supper, sir. I'll relieve them for a while.
Let's have a look at the place, shall we?
Come along this way, sir.
Not very inviting, is it, Sergeant?
No, Sergeant.
Haven't seen him at all, eh, Hodge?
No sign of him, sir. This is the door, sir. Padlocked, you see, sir.
The only door, Sergeant?
Yes, Sergeant.
Hate to smash that padlock.
How about one of these windows?
They're locked, Sergeant.
Only those 2 windows?
Yes, sir.
So dusty, I can't see through them.
Careful leaning against that window, Sergeant. You'll break it.
I did break it, didn't I?
Are you hurt, Sergeant Rice? Are you hurt, Elsie?
I broke a fingernail, I think.
I told you not.
I'm so clumsy, Sergeant.
Certainly are.
Well, at least I can see through the window.
Don't cut yourself, Sergeant.
There's something lying on the floor in there.
See who it is.
Give me a boost through here, Sergeant.
That's breaking and entering, Sergeant.
That's going in pursuit of suspected felons, Sergeant. Isn't it, sir?
Exactly.
Give us a boost, Sergeant.
Can you see who it is in there?
Not a body. Looked exactly like one, though.
What is it?
Seems to be some old clothes, suit of rubber things, trousers, coat.
Laboratory clothes, I expect.
Nobody in here, though. Don't see anybody. Floor's hollow, though. Maybe something under there?
I'm coming in. Here, Sergeant Hodge, give me a hand.
Right, sir.
That's good.
Shall I come in, sir?
Come on.
Right, sir.
What's that stuff there in the corner?
Seems to be some kind of large glass bottle.
They're carboys that acid came in, Sergeant. I've seen them before, sir. Be careful, that acid burns, Sergeant.
I've no intention of taking a bath in it, Sergeant.
With the last bath you ever took, Sergeant.
Stop the back chat, both of you.
Why, I wasn't... Yes, sir.
Yes.
Well, I expect we'd better see what's under this floor, Hodge.
Yes, sir.
What's that you're falling over?
Sir. Stirrup pump, sir, like the air raid chaps used to put out fires.
This fellow Hughes in the ARP here, Hodge?
Don't think so, sir.
Probably uses it to transfer the acid from these great bottles to some other place, sir.
I expect. Well, better get to taking up this floor. Any tools around here?
There's a crowbar or something over there by the window, so that do?
Get it.
Where'll I start, sir?
Here, I think this board's loose. Let's get it up. Go on.
Just what do you people think you're doing here? I know you, young woman. I know you, Hodge. Who are you, sir?
I'm Superintendent Freeman of Scotland Yard. You are John George Hughes, I take it.
I am, and I'm the bloody owner of this bloody place. I was rather expecting you, sir. As for you, Sergeant Rice, I'll tell you at once, Mrs. Bannerman is not here.
You were with Mrs. Bannerman the last time she was alive, Mr. Hughes.
Where, sir?
Here in this town on Wednesday afternoon.
I was not.
You were seen and recognized.
Well, I can only say that whoever says he saw me with her is mistaken. I was in London.
Are you mistaken, Sergeant Hodge?
No, sir, I am not.
Well, sir, I assure you, Mrs. Bannerman is not here.
Do you know where she is?
You said she had vanished into thin air. Miss Rice, is that right?
I said she disappeared.
Into thin air, you said. Oh, somebody said. Maybe I said.
Mr. Hughes, I should like you to come up to London with me.
Why?
I should like to have your answers to a few questions.
About Mrs. Bannerman?
Yes.
Well, all I can tell you about Mrs. Bannerman is that you'll not find her here. Or any other place.
Really, I should advise you to come to London and answer my questions, Mr. Hughes.
Will you arrest me if I don't?
Very probably.
On what charge, Superintendent?
Suspicion of murder?
It's possible.
How do you know Mrs. Bannerman was murdered? If you can't find her body.
You're quite a clever man, Mr. Hughes.
And you won't find her body, my good man. There's no corpus delicti.
I'm going to give you a short lesson, Mr. Hughes, in criminal law. The phrase corpus delicti is from the Latin and means the body of the crime, not the body of the victim of the crime at all. If it's proved that Mrs. Bannerman met her death through criminal agency and intent, that one simple fact will be the corpus delicti, whether we ever find Mrs. Bannerman's physical body or not. In that case, anyone remotely connected with the affair is quite likely to find himself in for an unpleasant time.
I'll go to London with you.
Such methods don't always work. They're on the very edge of legality. It's only in a court of law, in a trial after a person has been duly charged with the commission of a crime, that he's required to answer any questions and then under oath. But a prudent man welcomes the opportunity to speak out. His refusal to do so is highly suspicious. Mr. John George Hughes chose to answer freely. It was next morning at Scotland Yard I asked him, among other things, how is it that the constables on duty at your factory did not see you enter the place, Mr. Hughes?
Because I came there directly after my interview with your Miss Rice, before the constables were assigned to watch my factory. I suspected they'd have the police on me, and I didn't want them mucking about in my factory in my absence.
Then you'd been in that place at least 2 days without going out.
Longer than that.
What were you doing?
Oh, various things. Keep 'em hidden, mostly.
You still maintain that Mrs. Bannerman didn't come to your factory?
Before this occasion, yes. But she always left, Superintendent.
But this time she didn't.
She didn't come there this time. I told you.
Excuse me. Superintendent Freeman here.
I've got the coat, sir.
Good, Sergeant. Is it hers?
That Mrs. Beatrice Miller, sir, who first told me about Mrs. Bannerman. The last person who saw her at the hotel, remember?
I know.
She identified it as Mrs. Bannerman's.
We'll have to prove it, Sergeant.
Mrs. Miller thinks she can do that, sir.
Very well, carry on. Mr. Hughes, I may as well tell you that a party of CID people are now at your factory in Leopold Road, Crawley, with a search warrant.
Well, they won't find anything.
They've already found something.
Some of my personal property, I suppose. I know they haven't found Mrs. Bannerman.
They found a cleaner's ticket for a Persian lamb fur coat. In your name.
A friend of mine asked me to have it cleaned for her.
What is her name?
Mrs. Diana Thorpe.
Where does she live?
I don't know her address. She's gone to Dover to visit her sister.
Sergeant Rice took the ticket and called for the coat.
Well, she has no business doing that.
The coat has been identified as Mrs. Bannerman's coat.
That's nonsense.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Hughes.
What else did they find at my place?
What else would they find? More personal belongings?
I'm not going to talk to you anymore.
You're not required to answer any questions, Mr. Hughes.
I've got to rest first.
As you like, sir.
You've tired me out with all these questions. I don't know what I'm saying.
You may go whenever you wish, Mr. Hughes. We'll find you when we need you.
Threatening me, eh?
Making a statement of fact. Now, if you wish to go.
Why don't you arrest me?
If I can uncover enough evidence to justify it, I shall.
Who's that?
Come in. Come in, Sergeant Hodge. You know Mr. Hughes, of course.
Yes, sir. This is Mr. Sturm of Horsham. Superintendent Freeman, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, Mr. Sturm. Come in.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Hughes was just leaving.
Well, I'll wait a minute.
As you prefer, sir. Well, Mr. Sturm.
Mr. Sturm is a pawnbroker, sir, in Horsham.
This is Mr. Hughes.
Last time I saw him, his name was Whitaker.
You're a liar.
Please, Mr. Hughes. And when did you see this gentleman last, Mr.
When he
Sturm?
hawked this with me for 17 quid.
How interesting. An antique breast watch fastened with a fleur-de-lis clip.
Exactly the same as the one described in the circular sent out from Scotland Yard here as the property of Mrs. Minerva Bannerman.
What have you to say to that, Mr. Hughes?
Well, she was wearing it the day she was with him at Crawley. I saw it, sir.
Mr. Hughes?
I never saw it in my life.
You walked it with me, Mr. Bloodywell Whitaker Hughes. Oh, excuse me, sir. For 17 quid of my money.
I said you're a liar.
Be quiet, Hughes.
I'll swear to it, Inspector.
Superintendent.
I'll swear to it, Super.
Jake Sturm, you're a liar.
All I want is my money.
Is your name Jake, Mr. Sturm?
Jacob Aloysius Sturm, yes, sir.
You do remember Mr. Sturm, then, Mr. Hughes?
He bloody well does, he does.
Well, then, Sergeant Hodge, did you find anything else there at the factory? Would you like to go now, Mr. Hughes?
What did you find?
Well, sir,
What'd you find?
Tell him, Sergeant.
found this, sir.
What is it?
Was it? Part of a handle, it looks like.
That's what it is. Excuse me, sir. Off a lady's handbag. And it's all kind of melted like. Heat wouldn't do that, sir.
Acid would do it, wouldn't it, Mr. Hughes?
Then that's what's happened to these two, sir, see? False teeth I found in the same place, sir.
Now, I wonder whose they are, Mr. Hughes.
I don't know anything about them.
I wish Sergeant Rice were here.
Why, sir?
I'd just like her to take them to Mrs. Bannerman's dentist, whose name she knows, and see if he can identify them. You see, Mr. Hughes, teeth can rarely be destroyed by anything. Fire, acid. Who can that be, do you suppose? Come in.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Come in, Sergeant Rice.
Oh, thank you, sir. Sergeant Hodge, I saw Dr. Finch in the forensic laboratory as I came in. He asked me to give these things to you.
Thank you, Sergeant.
What are they?
What did the doctor say they are, Sergeant?
He said they're fragments of human bone. This one's from a bone of the foot. This one's probably part of a vertebrae. And the others I don't remember.
What's happened to them? They look...
They were found in that spot behind the place at Crawley, sir, where I found the false teeth and the purse handle. They've all been partly destroyed by acid.
Well, Mr. Hughes, it seems we do have a corpus delicti.
What are you going to do about it?
Sergeant Rice is going to do it, Mr. Hughes. You found him first, Sergeant. Go ahead.
John George Hughes, I arrest you on charge of willful murder. I warn you that anything you say will be taken down in writing and may be used in evidence.
What do you find amusing, Hughes?
I'm just thinking. All the trouble and expense everybody's going to be put to. And when it's all over, I'll be sent to a nice, comfortable loony bin, where I'll spend the rest of my life in comfort.
I may venture to disagree with you, Hughes.
Nobody in the world would believe a man in his right mind would do what I've done, Superintendent.
You've been warned, Hughes.
All right. I'll make sure they believe I'm crazy. Old Bannerman wasn't the first one I've dealt with this way. She was the fourth. And I didn't get enough money out of all four to make it murder for profit. I'm crazy, I tell you. Crazy. And let the jury read that from your notes, Sergeant Miss Nasty Rice. I just tapped the ex-Miss Bannerman on the back of her skull, just like I did the others. A man and his wife and a young boy. And I didn't get 30 quid out of the whole lot. And I'll tell you what I did with them all. You saw all that acid when you were snooping in my factory. But perhaps you can think of what happens to a human body when it's dumped into a 40-gallon vat of it. Soup. That's all. Nasty, yellow soup.
And a few pieces of bone and a set of false teeth and this handle that can be identified.
And that Persian lamb coat that I sent out to have the bloodstains cleaned off it. And nothing left of them all, except what was left in the acid when I poured it out. Think I won't be sent to Broadmoor instead of the hangman? Oh, let me tell you what else I did. After I'd killed each one, before I shoved them in the acid bath...
No, I will not allow you to hear that. If you're morbid enough to want to know what Hughes did with his victims before he placed them in the acid bath to dissolve, you'll have to write me a letter asking about it. I may reply. The jury believed the alienists who testified that John George Hughes was perfectly sane. They also believed his confession of horrible murder. The verdict was guilty. He was sentenced to death. His appeal was denied, and he was hanged at Wandsworth 41 days after he had foully murdered his last victim.
You have heard another in the series Whitehall 1212, compiled from the official files of Scotland Yard. Research is by Percy Hoskins. Among those heard today were Horace Brame, Harvey Hayes, Joe Huntley Wright, Lester Fletcher, Guy Spall, and Gordon Stern. These stories for radio are written and directed by Willis Cooper. Throughout America, 3 million young women and girls of all races and creeds will join in the celebration of National YWCA Week, April 20th through April 26th. To these young women, the blue triangle, symbol of the YWCA, the symbol standing for body, mind, and spirit, means enrichment of their lives and a goal to build toward the future. Through the YWCA, young women gain friendships, gain confidence in themselves, take part in worldwide fellowship, and become informed citizens. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
Whitehall 1212.
This is Scotland Yard.
first time in history, Scotland Yard opens its official files to bring you the authentic, true stories of some of its most baffling cases.
These are the true stories, the plain, unvarnished facts just as they occurred, reenacted for you by an all-British cast. Only the names of the participants have for obvious reasons been changed. The stories are presented with the full cooperation of Scotland Yard.
Research on Whitehall 1212 is furnished through Percy Hoskins at the London Daily Express. The stories for radio are written and directed by Willis Cooper. Listen now to Chief Superintendent John Davidson, curator of Scotland Yard's famous Black Museum, for a briefing on case number 270809.
Good afternoon. I hope you don't think that we're mere souvenir collectors here in the Black Museum. We do collect articles that have figured in many of the crimes we have solved. But we have better reasons for doing so than the morbid satisfaction of gloating over them. They form a kind of criminal compendium, not of how to do murder, but how murder has been done. And the items we have on our shelves here fall into several categories. Illustrations of motives, demonstrations of methods and means, and examples of the mistakes that caused the murderer's arrest and punishment. Of course, we have these souvenirs from other types of cases. But the reputation of the Black Museum rests largely upon the predilection of the human race for violent and unlawful death. If you're contemplating this oldest of crimes, bear in mind the fact that here at Scotland Yard we have thousands of reminders of the hopelessness of it, and change your mind before the hangman says to you, "Stand here, please," as he did to the man who owned this dark gray shirt. Yes, that's blood on it. Some of it is his. Chief Inspector Eric Lincoln solved that case, number 270809. I'll ask him to take over.
John, you're always quoting a verse from the Bible about the wicked fleeing when no man pursueth.
Proverbs 28th chapter, first verse.
And what happens when the wicked stand still and all men pursueth?
You can't pursue a man that's standing still, Eric.
But when he joins the pursuit, he stumbles over the last man in the race, John.
Who's the last man?
The hangman. Francesca Nicholson had been missing nearly a week when Peter St. John, of a well-known London evening newspaper, laid the packet of photographs on my desk.
She's not particularly pretty, is she?
She was not particularly pretty. Too tall.
5'9.5".
Wears eyeglasses.
You tell me her eyes are blue and quite pretty. Like a gazelle's, this fella said. I never seen a gazelle.
Gazelles have brown eyes. Quite prominent teeth.
Like a horse's, aren't they?
Well,
You think she'd not be too hard to find?
I should say so.
Well, they haven't found her.
What's her name, Nicholson?
Nicholson, yes, sir. Francesca Nicholson.
Mm-hmm.
Lived with her mother in Kensal Rise. Had her hair done one day, put on a new dress, packed a small attaché case, and bunged off. Not to return.
I can read, Peter.
Oh, sorry.
How old is she?
26. It says there.
Sorry.
Quite all right, sir.
Been rowing with her mother?
Me?
The girl, fool.
Oh, Mother assured me that they were on the best of terms.
Maybe Mother was telling a whopper. Maybe Mother beat her.
Don't think so, sir. The neighbors on Kensal Rise say they're pretty pals here.
The girl have any enemies?
None discernible, sir.
Boyfriend?
One, the cove that discussed Gazelle's eyes.
What's he like?
I don't think he bathes often enough. 2 front teeth missing, no eyebrows, dirty blonde hair, no great toe on his left foot.
How do you know about his toes?
He told me about him in detail.
Where's he live?
Crowborough, Sussex. Raises chickens down there. Lives in a sort of hut.
The chickens?
Chickens live in a much nicer place than he does, sir.
What's his opinion?
He's sure the Mormons have got her.
Mormons?
That's what the silly blighter said.
Mormons don't kidnap people.
I suggested that, so he changed his mind.
Said you might have had a nerve storm and wandered onto the moors and perished.
What moors?
Just moors in the middle of her nerve storm.
Nerve storm? Is the man crazy?
Well, as our American cousins say, I think he has a button or two missing. Seriously, though, he's frightfully upset about her disappearance. Tried to be helpful. That's where I got these photographs.
How did he find out she was missing? You tell him?
No, that's where she was headed for when she left home.
Crowborough?
Crowborough and the chicken farm.
Why?
They've been engaged for 4 years.
Engaged to be married?
Quite. I don't know about her except what I hear, but he's genuinely in love with her. Tears as big as small hen's eggs appear every time he mentions her.
Poor blighter. Well, did she go to visit him often?
Oh, every few months, apparently. He used to stay with a family named Powers. The chicken farm's a mile or two outside the town.
These Powers people, do they know anything about all this?
Oh, they're quite mystified. They were expecting her, but she didn't show up. This boyfriend...
What's his name?
Tufty. Norman Tufty. He came into the Powers to greet her, and there she wasn't.
Then he reported her missing?
Not for 3 days. Hard to telegraph from Crowborough, I suppose, or hadn't the money or something. But he wrote a postcard to her mother. Quite worried.
You see the postcard?
There it is. Right there beside the photograph.
Oh, yes. My own darling Francesca, where did you get to Saturday? I went to meet you, but did not turn up. I suppose you were detained unexpectedly for some reason or... What's that word?
Devotedly, I think.
Devotedly Norman. Doesn't seem very devoted.
British understatement, old boy.
And when did he call the police? The same day?
He didn't call the police himself.
Oh, he didn't?
It was the Powers. Mrs. Powers, who seems to be very nice, talked to a constable of the Sussex police she knows, and he came round to the chicken farm.
You mean this devoted Norman didn't even do that much?
Oh, he told me he was going to walk into the police station and tell them himself as soon as he'd finished feeding the chickens.
Suppose he really would have, Peter?
Constable told me that our boy chicken fancier was quite annoyed when he called. Spoke quite sharply about people who stuck their long noses in his business.
Aha, said the chief inspector.
I twirled my moustache, too, when I heard that.
Go on.
Well, Mrs. Powers told me that Mr. Tufty came roaring in from the chicken farm, full of reproaches for her, because she told the constable that Miss Francesca was missing.
This thing's beginning to smell quite fruity, isn't it?
He called Mrs. Powers certain unpleasant names. He owled, the lady said, like a hape. Mr. Powers heard the altercation and came up, threatening to dot him one, and Norman left in a towering but ineffectual rage. He's a little bit of a chap.
The fruity odor increases.
It'll presently suffuse the entire room. I called on Mr. Norman Tufty again to ask him a few civil questions. Mr. Tufty was out. I must have inadvertently snooped a bit in his absence.
Reprehensible.
I think. In the course of my inadvertent snooping, I found this in the cupboard.
Let's see it. Envelope addressed to Norman Tufty, Esquire, the Chicken Ranch. Ha! Near Crowborough, Sussex. So what?
Have a look at the return address, Chief Inspector.
Mrs. Norman Tufty. Might be his mother, old boy.
He's an orphan. Smell anything now?
After receiving permission from the Sussex Chief Constable, I went to Crowborough and Peter St. John with me. I found a small room at the local hotel, the Pied Merlin, whilst Peter took the other one. After breakfast the next morning, the worst I ever ate in my life, we tramped out to the chicken farm. Mr. Norman Tufty kicked at a hungry hen who was investigating the contents of a peak-green biscuit near the door of the hut and walked towards us. Peter St. John hadn't exaggerated when he spoke of Tufty's disregard for baths. He reminded me of a crafty pig. He smiled an unpleasant, gap-toothed smile at Peter.
Oh-ho!
Oh-ho, Mr. Tufty.
It's the journalist, fella.
You remember me?
Snooper. Asking questions.
May I present...
I don't want to know no more of your ilk, mister. What do you want now?
I was interested in what you might have heard of your fiancée, Mr. Tufty.
Think I murdered her?
Just trying to pick up any news.
Well, I haven't heard anything, mister.
No news at all?
Give you a spot of news for half a crown.
Done. What's the news?
I killed her.
Oh, did you?
Killed her dead. Buried her, too.
Where, Mr. Tufty?
See where that old black hand's scratching?
There by the old tree stump.
Ah, that's the place. Dug a hole and buried her deep.
Well, tell me how you killed her, Mr. Tufty.
Hit her over the head with the axe. She didn't half bleed.
That her blood on your shirt, Mr. Tufty?
Who's this fella?
This, Mr. Tufty, is Chief Inspector Lincoln of Scotland Yard.
Well, blimey. Let's give it out as good as you get. That's rich, that is. Chief Inspector of Scotland Yard.
That is funny, isn't it?
You're a funny bladder, St. John. Chief Inspector of Scotland Yard, that's good. Say, who are you? Another one of those journalist chaps or what?
As a matter of fact, sir, I am Chief Inspector Lincoln of Scotland Yard.
But I'm all right, man. Even talks like a Scotland Yard bloke right out of the cinema.
And here's my card.
You're not going to arrest me, are you, sir? This is an awful thing, sir, me making a fool of myself this way. I thought you was joking, too.
It wasn't a very good joke, Mr. Tufty.
Well, I hardly know what to say, sir. I know it was a terrible thing to say, and my poor darling Francesca missing like this.
I'm surprised you can make jokes at all.
I'm not ashamed of myself, Mr. St. John. And you too, Chief Inspector Lincoln, sir. Making such jokes about my poor darling Francesca. When nobody knows if she's laying dead in the fields or held prisoner by a band of white slavers.
Oh, come, Tufty.
Scotland Yard will find her, Tufty.
I don't think so.
Of course we will.
Oh, do find my darling Chief Inspector. Go out and search the highways and the byways and bring her safe back to me side. Maybe she's run down by some hit-and-run driver and lost her memory.
Calm yourself, Mr. Tufty. Oh, put a sock in it.
Hold your tongue, you nasty sod, you.
Look here, Oaf, you hold your own filthy tongue or I'll stuff it down your throat, you.
Stop him! Stop him, Chief Inspector! He'll murder me! He'll kill me!
Stow it, Peter.
Sorry.
Well, stop him, Chief Inspector!
Shut up! Get back to your chickens, Tufty.
But, sir...
I'll talk to you later, without Mr. St. John. Come on, Peter.
But, Chief Inspector...
We'll find your Francesca all right, Tufty.
Speaking of smells, my dear Chief Inspector, what a towering stink Mrs. Norman Tufty will raise if and when you do.
You suppose that bar is open at the Pied Merlin? What we both need is a glass of beer.
Oh, preferably two.
The bar was open, and the beer, by contrast with the breakfast, was reasonably satisfactory. Peter swilled down his first glass and set it down.
And what do you make of that, my dear Watson? Inquired Holmes.
The man's crackers.
Bad as a hatter. More beer, please, miss.
He doesn't like you, does he?
Score 1-1. I don't like him.
You porter fellows ask too many questions.
Think that was why he told us that fairy story?
No.
What do you think?
About the same as you think.
Oh, thank you, miss. I'm of two minds.
Are you?
One, he's either insane...
Probably.
Or two, he's resorting to an old device which has been used successfully by better men than Norman Tufty, Esquire.
Which is?
Telling a half-truth in the hope that nobody'll believe him.
You think he killed the girl?
You're a Scotland Yard man. I work for a living.
There's a compulsion murderers sometimes feel to talk about the murder in a kind of elliptical fashion. seem to enjoy seeing how far they can go without getting themselves caught.
Remember that chap at Wembley who killed his mother? Remember? Always talking about things lying on the floor. Just like a dead woman, he kept saying to people.
We hanged him.
I reported the execution. Ah, good morning, Constable.
Morning, Mr. St. John. I hear there's a Scotland Yard gentleman here in the village, sir. Would you be him?
This is Chief Inspector Lincoln, yes. Constable Ernest Busby, Chief Inspector.
Morning, sir.
Morning, Constable.
Have a pot of pig's ear, Constable?
I'm on duty, sir. I was wondering, Chief Inspector, if you'd seen Mr. Norman Tufty yet.
Yes, we saw him earlier this morning.
I wonder why he didn't say anything to me about seeing you, sir.
Oh, so you've seen him this morning, too?
I did that, sir.
I trust he received you courteously.
I was out that way, Chief Inspector. Matter of a dog, had no license, and stopped by to inquire whether Mr. Tufty had any new information about his missing Miss Francesca.
He was feeding the chickens?
No, sir, he was digging an hole.
Digging a hole, eh?
Well, more properly, sir, filling up an hole. One of his hens had died of the pip, sir, and he was burying her. Sir, do you think he's dotty? Insane, sir?
Surely one buries chickens when they die.
He patted down the ground with a spade, sir, and he looked up at me, and he grinned at me kind of crazy-like, sir.
And what did he say, Constable?
I made a note of his exact words, sir. Just like I buried poor darling Francesca after I cut her up in pieces on the chopping block there. Pointing to the chopping block where he chops off the chicken's head, sir.
Oh. And then what, Constable?
Well, sir, I admit I was horrified.
I think you would be.
Sir, if you please, I'm talking to the Chief Inspector.
Forgive me.
Forgiven.
What did the man do, Constable?
Sir, he bursted out laughing like a ruddy jackass. Did you think he was dotty, sir?
It's a compulsion, Constable.
Is that actionable, sir?
Unfortunately, no, Constable.
Could be if he keeps it up, couldn't it, Chief Inspector?
We'll see.
Oh, I almost forgot, sir.
Forgot what?
Violet!
What?
I'm calling the young lady, sir.
What young lady, Constable?
Violet. Come in, please, Violet.
Who's this?
Come on in, Violet. Now, these gentlemen won't hurt you. Gentlemen, this is Miss Violet Ditcott. He was employed as a kennel maid by Colonel James Seymour, who raises Bedlington Terriers on the place next to Mr. Tufty's.
Morning to you, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Violet is a bit of information I thought you might like to hear firsthand, Chief Inspector.
Well, Miss Didcot?
Speak up, Violet. Do.
I've seen her, sir.
Who, Miss Didcot?
Speak up, Violet.
Well, they're Miss Francesca, sir.
Miss Francesca Nicholson?
Hmm.
When did you see her, Miss Didcot?
Saturday, sir.
Tell the Chief Inspector how it was, Violet.
Well, sir, I was walking up the lane to the kennels, and Miss Francesca comes hurrying along the by road toward Mr. Tuffy's farm, and I see her, and she seen me, and she said, "Hello, Violet," and I said, "Hello, Miss Francesca," and she said, "Have you seen Mr. Tuffy?" and I said, "No," and she said, "Oh, there he is. Hello, darling," and I started to hurry faster, and I said, "Goodbye, Miss Francesca," and when I come to the end of the lane, she was walking along with him.
What time was that Saturday, Miss Didcot?
Oh, about half after 2 on Saturday, sir.
That's all she knows, sir, she told me.
She was carrying one of the little suitcases, sir.
An attaché case?
Oh, one of the little suitcases, sir, like a doll baby suitcase. Can I go now, Constable, please?
Yeah, unless you wish to ask any more questions, Chief Inspector.
No, you may go, Miss Didcot.
The doggies will be crying for their lunch, sir.
Oh, by all means, let's not keep them from their lunch, Miss Didcot.
No, sir. They get pig's liver and skimmed milk. Thank you, sir. Goodbye, sir.
She telling the truth, you think, Constable?
Violet did get down now how to tell a lie, sir. She says she saw Miss Nicholson. She's seen her.
What are you thinking so hard about, Peter?
I'm wondering whose blood that is on Tufty's shirt.
There's
There's a gentleman out here to see the other gentleman, sir.
Who, me?
No, sir, the other gentleman, he said.
Me?
Yes, you, sir. The gentleman in the checkered jacket, he said, sir.
Who is he, Violet?
It's Mr. Tuffy, sir.
Oh.
Go ahead. See what he wants now, Peter.
He's coming, Mr. Tuffy. Good day, sir.
Does Tufty know that Violet saw...
No, sir. I met her after I talked to him.
She won't say anything, will she? To him, I mean.
No, sir, I don't think so. She's rather shy, being with dogs all the time. Besides, if she does, she knows I'll warm her bottom with a birch twig.
Eh?
She's my niece, sir.
What do you think, Constable?
About all this?
Yes.
Well, the nasty little beggar digs a very neat hole in the ground, sir. I shouldn't wonder if he's had practice. Here's Mr. What's his name, sir?
St. John. He's a reporter.
Oh.
Well? What's he want?
Miss, another beer, please.
Yes, sir. Another pint, sir.
Quite simple and quite to be expected, Chief Inspector.
Oh, what?
He wanted to know... Oh, thank you, miss.
Here, sir. Beer, sir.
In fact, he offered to give my half-crown back if I'd tell him what that Scotland Yard man was up to.
Oh?
What he was going to do.
Why don't you tell him?
I told him that you were coming out this afternoon with a gang of navvies and dig up his whole bloody farm, Chief Inspector.
I did not at once follow out the suggestion of Peter St. John, although I'd already made up my mind to find out whether Norman Tufty had been burying dead chickens or a dead woman. I wanted another talk with the man. I sent Constable Busby to bring him to the local police station, where I could talk in an atmosphere more calculated to impress a man of Norman Tufty's type. He sat down opposite me, smelling of chickens. Don't you ever change your clothes, Tufty? I asked curiously.
Haven't any clothes to change to, Chief Inspector.
I'd like to check a little more on what you've told us, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
All right. When did you last see Miss Francesca Nicholson?
5 months ago.
Where?
At my farm. She came down from Kensal Rise to visit me. Stayed in the village with Mrs. Powers, but she spent a great deal of time at my farm.
You were engaged to be married.
Right?
You intended to marry.
Of course.
She believed that, did she?
She did.
What did you do when she didn't show up on the Saturday when she was supposed to arrive?
Why, I stayed around my farm and worked, then came into town and waited for her.
I have found a witness who saw Miss Nicholson on that day.
I don't believe it.
And who saw her with you?
I don't believe that either. You're trying to...
Trying to what, Mr. Tufty? Yes?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Constable Busby.
I've got it, sir.
Thank you. You can get started then.
Right, sir.
Busby, did you tell Chief Inspector you seen her that day with me?
It wasn't Constable Busby who saw you, Tufty. Go on, Constable. I'll want to know what happened.
Yes, sir.
I know your police tricks.
I interrupted you, Tufty. What was it you were accusing me of when Constable Busby... you said I was trying something. Now, what am I trying to do to you?
You're trying to make me talk.
In my poor, benighted fashion, that is exactly what I'm trying to do, Tufty. It's quite legal, I assure you.
I won't talk. I didn't do nothing.
You've told 2 separate people that you murdered Miss Nicholson and buried her body.
I was having a joke with you.
Oh, wasn't that joke in rather poor taste, Tufty? I see you're still wearing that bloodstained shirt.
It's my blood. I cut myself killing chickens.
You seem to have bled a lot.
Some of it's chicken blood.
Well, I'm sure you wouldn't object to allowing our laboratory to examine the shirt, would you? Would you?
You're trying to frame me up.
You've been reading crime novels. American crime novels. I'd like to tell you something, Tufty. Constable Busby came in here to tell me that he has obtained a search warrant.
What for?
You dig up your farm.
Well, they won't find anything.
I won't.
They won't.
They'll be there in a few minutes.
But I tell you, they won't find anything.
Well, they'll try. If they have to dig up every inch of your farm. Beginning at that place where you said you were burying the chicken this morning, and progressing on to where you told Mr. St. John and me the body was buried, Tufty.
Listen.
I don't hear anything.
What do you think they'll find?
The body of Francesca Nicholson?
Well, I didn't kill her.
Who did?
I love Francesca.
Do you also love your wife?
How do you know about her?
You shouldn't let letters lie about.
Yes. I love my wife.
And is that why... Who is it?
It is I, even I, Artaxerxes the king.
What do you want, Peter?
I want to show Mr. Tufty something.
What?
Something I found in a hole, Chief Inspector. Look, Mr. Tufty.
What is that?
After I get the dirt brushed off, you'll see that it's an attaché case.
Where'd you get it?
Where did you get it?
It was in a shallow grave, Mr. Tufty, where you said you were burying a chicken this morning. Oh, it's all quite legal, Chief Inspector. I was there with my spade poised when they brought the search warrant. And I came back here on a motor bicycle which I rented. Very fast, Mr. Tufty.
That was what I heard.
Uh-huh. You heard me coming. Just take a look at the name on this attaché case.
Francesca.
Listen to me.
Listen to me, Mr. Tufty. I arrest you on suspicion of murder.
It'll take much more than suspicion, Mr. Chief Inspector, to hang me.
Oh, don't worry about that, old boy. Constable Busby was digging up her left leg, and I had to hurry away.
On suspicion of murder of Francesca Nicholson, I warn you that anything you say will be taken down in writing and may be used in evidence.
I'd be glad to take it down, Tufty. I use a typewriter quite well. So speak up, old boy.
When the attaché case that had belonged to Francesca Nicholson was unlocked and opened, it contained one article, an unfinished dress for a baby. That was why Norman Tufty murdered her. He already had a wife, and he said at the trial that she had hanged herself at the farm when he told her he couldn't marry her, and the baby would have to be born without a name. It was easy to disprove that. The corpse's neck was not broken. But Norman Tufty's was, most thoroughly, at Wandsworth Prison 5 weeks later, on a cold and foggy morning.
Appearing today on Whitehall 1212 were Harvey Hayes, Horace Braham, Lester Fletcher, Morris Dallimore, Gordon Stern, and Patricia Courtley. Whitehall 1212 is written and directed by Willis Cooper. If your home is dry, there's no silt on the living room floor, you can be truly grateful. But you have neighbors who are much less fortunate. The victims of devastating floods appeal to you for help. Their immediate need is for food, for shelter, for clothing and medicine. There's another need which remains long after the floodwaters recede. There's the business of rebuilding, repairing, refurnishing. These jobs will take money, a lot of money, and that's why your neighbors appeal to you. Through your contribution to the Red Cross, you'll be able to do the job that has to be done. Look around your living room. Has it been spared the flood's effects? While you're still grateful, give to your less fortunate neighbors whose living rooms are covered with silt. Give through the Red Cross. This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
Whitehall 1212.
This is Scotland Yard.
For the first time in history, Scotland Yard opens its secret files to bring you the authentic stories of some of its most baffling cases.
These are the true stories, the unvarnished facts, just as they occurred, reenacted for you by an all-British cast. Only the names of the participants have for obvious reasons been changed. The stories are presented with the full cooperation of Scotland Yard.
Research on Whitehall 1212 is prepared by Percy Hoskins, chief crime reporter for the London Daily Express. The stories for radio are written and directed by Willis Cooper.
I am Chief Richard Anderson of Scotland Yard. Murder with a gun is not common in Britain, but Anthony de Bruyn was shot to death. I would like you to see the evidence that led us eventually to the murderer. This is Chief Superintendent John Davidson.
And you're standing in Scotland Yard's Black Museum, of which I have the honor to be the custodian. Now, while we have certain extremely gruesome objects in these two rooms, many of them are quite innocuous when taken out of context. They're here not as ghoulish exhibits for the morbid, but as examples for study by our people in connection with their jobs. Now, such an exhibit is this one in case number 160277. Now, this is an ordinary cheap raincoat.
That's the one.
Identical with those worn by thousands of men. Identifying tags of all kinds had been removed. It was completely anonymous. Our people thought it might be an important clue to the identity of the murderer. It seemed impossible. But my good friend, Inspector Anderson here, followed this extremely tenuous clue to the end.
Almost to the end, sir.
What do you mean, Inspector?
I wasn't present when they were hanged, sir.
The crime. At 10 o'clock of the morning of April 3rd, 1947, Anthony de Bruyn, a young stockbroker's clerk, was walking with his fiancée toward Howard's jewelry shop in Charlotte Street near Tottenham Court Road in London. They were on their way to purchase an engagement ring.
Or at least 6 carats, darling.
Set in platinum, too.
I wish I could afford it, really, though.
Whatever it is, I'll love it, Anthony.
Well, come on. Let's see what I can afford, shall we?
Darling. What's that? Robert!
Out of the road, there you go!
Out of the road!
From Inspector Anderson's first notes on case 160277.
Robbers wore white cloth masks. Faces not seen by anyone at murder scene. Apparently young men. No jewelry taken. De Bruyn only casualty. Shot through head. NB, pathologist extracting bullet for examination. Gun not found. Apparently taken with him by murderer. Girl hysterical, unable to talk coherently. Witnesses to murder unable to identify. Murderer and companion disappeared inside business building at number 14 Charlotte Street.
Interview with Thomas Cobley, porter at number 14, by Detective Sergeant John Quinn of Scotland Yard.
Oh, I've seen 'em all right, sir. See this knob on me head? One of 'em hit me with a bleeding great pistol as he ran past me, sir. After that, he tried to shoot me, but the thing wouldn't go off.
Could you recognize either of them again, Cobley?
Oh, that I could, sir. Both of 'em had their masks hanging about their necks. I've seen their faces all right. I've recognized the one with the mustache anyway, sir. I think.
You know how they were dressed?
Well, one of 'em had on a raincoat, sir. The other one, well, I'm afraid I don't remember, sir. But I'd know him again, sir.
Interview with Police Constable Roy Harris on point duty near the rear entrance to number 14.
Yes, Sergeant. It was them, all right, I'm sure. 2 men answering to Cobley's description came running out of the rear entrance at 10:07, Sergeant. I saw the one with the moustache.
Would you recognize him again, Constable?
Oh, I'm sure I would, Sergeant. However, I didn't notice the raincoat. In fact, I'm sure that neither of them wore one.
But you would recognize them again, though?
Positively, Sergeant. Raincoat or no raincoat.
Inspector Anderson of Scotland Yard.
We found the raincoat 3 hours later. It had been hastily tucked in a dark corner of the hallway at number 14, through which the men had apparently run. Yes, it was the same coat you saw in the Black Museum a few moments ago. The manufacturer's label had been removed, so had the label of the shop that had sold it. Contained no initials, no marks of any sort. A shabby, shapeless garment that might have been worn by anyone. In the right-hand side pocket was a caliber .45 automatic pistol, the type used by the American Army. It had apparently been fired twice. A clip containing 4 ball cartridges was still in place, with an additional one in the chamber. I took it myself to Chief Inspector Carl Tree in the ballistic laboratory.
Aye, I had it checked, Anderson, for fingerprints.
And?
None, of course. Let's use one of those shells. Tom, did you fill the catchment box with cotton wool?
Yes, sir.
All right, stand aside, Anderson. All right, Tom. Get it out, will you, please?
All right, sir. First time I've seen that, sir.
Aye, they're sending us up the bullet they're taking out of this chap's head. Postmortem must be about finished. Then we'll put them both under the comparison microscope and see for certain if this is the gun they both came from.
Quite. I'll be waiting, sir.
Aye. We'll let you know at once.
By the next afternoon, the 4th April, we were certain. This was the murder gun. Ergo, the raincoat had probably belonged to the murderer, the man with the moustache, who, we had been assured, could be readily recognized. If we could find him, that would be difficult. I put criminal records onto it. They produced some 150 dossiers of known criminals whose taste ran to robbing jewelry shops and or carrying guns. Further checks showed that the pistol had been stolen from a U.S. Amphibious Engineer Regiment in June 1946. There was no clue to the thief, the American Army DCI informed us. The porter Cobley remembered that the men had worn gloves. The constable said that he did not see the direction they had gone. They simply lost themselves in the crowd of passers-by. Quinn and I went over the anonymous raincoat again.
I haven't been able to discover anything, sir. He's done a good job. Every single identification that's visible to the naked eye's been removed.
How do you know?
I compared it with my own and Nobby Clark's and yours, sir. All the tags on this one are gone.
I wonder if he removed things that aren't visible to the naked eye.
You mean things you might find with ultraviolet or infrared light, sir?
I was thinking of something else.
What, sir?
Get me a razor blade, Quinn.
You're going to rip the coat apart?
I was lucky. The first cut I made. The seam where the left sleeve was attached to the coat itself revealed a tiny stamped paper tag sewed inside the lining. It was a kind of manufacturer's stock tag. Photographs were quickly made, circulated to every manufacturer of raincoats in the country. That took a week, but a firm in Leeds identified it at once as one of theirs. The coats, they said, bearing that stock number, had been sold to shops in southeast London, either Deptford or Bermondsey. Well, thank heaven for forgers, Quinn, I said.
That I don't get, sir.
Look, A, people forge clothing coupons.
Yes, sir.
B, when you buy clothing at any store in London, the shopkeeper puts down the number of the coupon book, what you've bought, and your name.
Why, oh, that's right, sir.
Go and find me the names of the people who bought these coats, Quinn, my lad.
It wasn't quite as simple as all that. But it wasn't so hard either. There had been 24 dozen of that lot of raincoats sold in those two districts, and we accounted for all but 6 of them. Inspector Anderson and I went over the list of 282 names. We found not one name we'd ever heard of, and criminal records reported that none of them were known in their files. Well, it was a good try, sir, I said to Inspector Anderson.
Well, we still haven't checked on each of these names personally.
We'll have to do it, sir, I expect.
Quite. Well, gird up your loins, Quinn.
Sir, they're right up under me chin now.
I was just thinking of something.
Sir?
Got your own book of clothing coupons on you?
Yes, sir.
Let's see them, will you?
Yes, sir.
Sign?
Sign it myself, sir. What's the matter, sir?
What's your name?
John Quinn. You know that, sir.
This is signed Quinn John.
Well, by crikey.
And mine is signed Anderson Richard. Let's look at this list again, the hind end, too.
Yes, sir. Clancy Oliver.
That'd be Oliver Clancy.
Gold Joseph.
Ever heard of Joe Gold?
Johnston John.
Nor John Johnson.
Sheehan Robert.
No one could be named Sheehan Robert. We're right, old boy.
Freeman George.
George Freeman.
Mullen...
By crikey, I remember that name.
So do I, sir.
But he died last month.
Yes, sir. Smash and grab feller. A real white boy. I remember. Killed in a bus accident in Clerkenwell.
He must have bequeathed the coat to somebody, mustn't he?
You know, I seem to remember he had a kid brother in Borstal, sir.
Check up and see if he's still there. If he's been let out, I shall very much want to talk with young Mr. Freeman.
In the room in Clerkenwell where George Freeman had lived prior to his untimely death, Sergeant Quinn found the younger brother Arthur, who had been released from a Borstal reformatory only a few weeks before. He was quite willing to accompany the sergeant to Scotland Yard, where Inspector Anderson interviewed him.
Sit down, Freeman.
Don't mind if I do.
We found your raincoat, Freeman.
Did you?
Yes?
Who had it?
What?
I lent it to a fella.
Who?
I'm not a copper's narc, Mr. Inspector.
You lent it to someone, then?
Yes. Listen, what do you want of me?
We want some people to see you.
What about?
Oh, a little affair up Tottenham Court Roadway.
Oh, that fellow got murdered.
Right.
Well, who wants to see me?
I should think you could guess.
Won't do no good. I wasn't there.
That you can prove, no doubt.
Oh, I've got an alibi.
I'll be glad to hear about it.
I'll tell you when the time comes. I've got it all right.
I expected you would have one.
How did you know it was my raincoat?
It was your brother's, wasn't it?
Well, pretty smart.
Thank you.
But not as smart as you think, Mr. Inspector.
Have you any objection to appearing at an identification parade?
Me? Other people going to appear with me?
Of course.
Same size as me?
Mm-hmm.
Same build?
Mm-hmm.
So forth?
Naturally.
Well,
if you're afraid you'll be identified, Freeman...
Nobody'll identify me.
Well, in that case, I shouldn't think you'd object.
I'm not objecting.
Well, then.
I just don't want to be framed.
You needn't worry about that.
Oh.
Take it or leave it, Freeman.
Heads you win, tails I lose, eh? If I won't do it, you'll lock me up and...
I'll arrest you on very definite suspicion, yes.
And if I do, you'll contrive some way to point me out to these...
Look here, Freeman, I'm trying to be fair.
Oh.
I won't even go in the room where they're having the identification parade.
Huh? You'll leave me go as soon as it's over?
If you're not identified, yes.
Nobody'll identify me.
All right.
All right, then. I'm not afraid.
Sergeant Quinn.
Yes, sir?
Quinn, this gentleman's for the identification parade. Will you show him the way, please?
Oh, yes, sir. Will you come with me, please, sir?
Lead the way, my good man.
Thank you.
You want to know who I lent that raincoat to?
I'd be most interested.
Tell you what I'll do. I got an idea. That raincoat was found somewhere near that Charlotte Street place. Is that right? Was it?
Yes.
You'd like to know who it was that lost it, eh?
I'm not going to bargain with you, Freeman.
I just want to be bloody sure I'm not being framed. When I walk out of that identification parade without being fingered by anybody, then I'll tell you who I lent it to.
Thank you.
Are you ready, sir?
In a moment, my good man. That's a promise. I wasn't there. Perhaps he was.
Freeman was not identified by anybody. True, only two persons, the constable and the porter, had seen the killers without their masks. But neither was able to point out any person in the lineup at all. Freeman, in high glee, returned to my room.
The fellow I lent the raincoat to is Charlie Mortimer.
Within the hour, criminal records had supplied us with details of Charles Mortimer, whose record showed he had served 2 terms at Dartmoor for armed robbery. 2 detective constables were sent at once to his last address of record. Mr. Mortimer was not at home, but in his room were found 3 Patek Philippe watches. They were at once identified as part of the loot from a jewelry shop robbery at Queensway and Bayswater. a few days before the one in which the man De Bruyn was killed. Well, I said to Sergeant Quinn, our friend Mortimer may not be the murderer we want, but he'll have some explaining to do.
Why don't you think he's the murderer?
I didn't say that. I said he may not be the murderer.
Well, sir, if he had the raincoat.
If.
Yes, sir.
I've seldom heard of people like Freeman implicating others in murder.
Except for a reason.
To get even is the phrase.
There's another thing. If Mortimer was in on the jewelry shop job in Bayswater...
As he obviously was. At least he had those 3 watches.
Well, if he was, why should he try armed robbery again 2 days later, sir?
That's a very important point, Quinn.
I think so.
Well, when we find Mortimer, we'll have a lot of questions to ask.
We'll find him.
Excuse me. Inspector Anderson here. Oh, hello, Thomas. You have? Good. Where? We found him.
Mortimer?
Yes. Hello, Thomas. Where is he now? Oh, here. Well, send him in.
I'll go get him, sir.
Good. Quinn's coming to fetch him. Did he talk? Didn't ask him any questions, eh? Good. Let him think it's the Bayswater job he's been nabbed for. Right. And may I say that's very fine, quick work? Quinn will be there any second. Quite. Bye, old boy. Hello, Inspector Anderson again. Will you ring George and ask him how soon he can get those people together again? The people that attended the identification parade this morning. The ones on the Charlotte Street murder case. What's the number? 160277. Thank you. Ask him to let me know as soon as he can, will you? Thank you. What is it the Americans say? We're in business. Sergeant Quinn.
This is Mortimer, sir. Go on in.
You may sit down, Mortimer. Sit down, Quinn.
Thank you, sir.
Has he been charged?
Yes, sir. Accessory to armed robbery.
Warned, of course.
Anything I say may be taken down in writing and used as evidence. Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies.
Let me ask you one, Mortimer. Where's your raincoat?
Out there at the desk.
I mean the one you borrowed.
What did I borrow one for? I've got one.
I thought you borrowed one from Arthur Freeman.
From Artie Freeman? Now, look here, mister. Artie Freeman's been looking for me ever since that jewelry shop job in Bayswater that your bloody coppers pulled me in for. Do you think he'd lend me anything?
Why is Artie Freeman looking for you, Mortimer?
He's promised to cut me throat the minute he sees me.
This is how Charles Mortimer explained that somewhat astonishing statement. It was on the day that Arthur Freeman was released from a Borstal institution, where as a juvenile delinquent he had served a long sentence. A friend of his, a certain Basil Green, another ex-Borstal boy, and Charles Mortimer had arranged a welcome home party for Arthur at a pub in Clerkenwell. It was quite a party, Mortimer said. After the other guests had departed, Arthur Freeman and Charles Mortimer sat at a table together and talked. The third man, Green, was asleep on the floor.
Welcome home again, Artie, old boy.
Welcome home to you, Charlie.
Very happy returns.
That's right. You drink.
Yeah, I'll feel.
You. I gotta have some money.
Well, I got 2 half-crowns.
More than that.
I ain't got no more.
Maybe Basil's got some. Hey, Basil. Are you money?
He's asleep.
There he is.
Take your foot off his face.
Why?
Gotta be polite.
I'm polite. I need money. I'm stony.
Let's go get some.
All right. You know where?
I know a jewelry shop.
Let's go rob it.
That's what I mean.
Take Basil with us. He's got a gun.
I ain't got a gun.
I'll borrow Basil's. Where's this jewelry establishment?
Huh? Bayswater. Queensway, Bayswater.
Listen, you double-cross me, I cut your heart out.
Oh, I ain't gonna double-cross you.
Better not. I slit your throat, boy.
Just don't worry about your pal Charlie Mortimer, boy.
When we do it?
What?
Rob jewelry shop, kill people in shop, get jewels.
I got the place all figured out. Been casing it.
Taking sides.
That's right.
When we'll do it?
Tomorrow.
Oh, listen.
Let go.
Listen, I'm not kidding about this, Charlie. I ain't had a sixpence of my own for so long. Not a bloody farthing. I gotta have money.
Let go.
And if I have to kill somebody to get it, that's all right, too. If I gotta kill to get money, I'm the lad'll do it. Look at me, Charlie. And I don't care who I kill. And that goes for you, too, if you cross me up.
I'm not
you
gonna
understand?
think I'm a crook.
Meet me in Basel tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock on the down platform at Bayswater. I'll bring Basil's gun. We're gonna be rich, Clark.
That was the way the first robbery began. The first association of Arthur Freeman, Basil Green, and Charles Mortimer. The affair was quite successful from their standpoint, and the three men separated, Mortimer carrying the loot. Mortimer went directly to a receiver of stolen goods and disposed of all but the 3 watches we found in his lodgings. Thoroughly dishonest crook. The rage of Arthur Freeman was terrible to behold when he came to Mortimer's deserted lodgings and found only the 3 watches Mortimer told us. He told us more.
I heard from Basil Green that he raged. Simply raged, sir. Cut me throat from ear to ear, he said. Cut me up in little pieces and feed 'em to me, he promised. I was fair upset. Gentlemen, I never killed nobody. I knowed he'd do what he said because I know the knife he carries. I'll be safe in prison, won't I? Won't I? I'm bloody weary of dodging Artie Freeman. I was just on my way to a boat for South America when your Scotland Yard gentleman picked me up. You saw the tickets.
Inspector Anderson sent me to pick up Basil Green and Arthur Freeman. I found Green easily enough, but our chief suspect, Freeman, had disappeared. At an identification parade, Green was quickly identified by those present at the Charlotte Street murder. No one even looked at Mortimer. Green was placed under arrest for complicity in the latter case. Mortimer was tried and convicted for the Bayswater robbery. Green, a rather simple-minded young spiv, decided to make a statement.
Yes, sir, of my own free will and accord. Yes, sir, I understand what I say will be used in evidence.
Go ahead, Green.
Well, sir, will I start?
Wherever you like.
Well, sir, I was asleep when they planned it.
Do you mean when Mortimer and Freeman planned the first robbery?
Huh? Yes, sir, that's what I mean. Artie and me and Charlie went to Bayswater and we did that thing.
You mean the robbery?
Huh? Yes, sir, that's what I mean. Charlie took the stuff we got, and when Artie and me went to find him, he was gone. You know about that, sir. And then Artie got awful mad, and he cursed, and he...
What did he say?
Well, I couldn't repeat that, sir. There's a lady present.
Miss Bellamy will hold her ears.
Yes, sir. Well, he threatened Charlie and said he'd cut off Charlie's bloody ears and cut his throat and stab him and murder him.
That is Charles Mortimer you're referring to.
Huh? Yes, sir, that's what I mean. So, Jenny said we had to have some money right away.
You're now referring to Arthur Freeman?
Huh? Yes, sir, that's what I mean. He said he wouldn't give me my gun back, and we'd go and stick up another jewelry store right away, and I told him I knew a little about this place in Charlotte Street, and he said, all right, let's go. We went and looked at it, and the next morning we did it. What'll I say now, sir?
Whatever you like.
Well, sir, we had those masks on we used at Bayswater. As soon as we went in the place, somebody shouted, and somebody must have pressed a buzzer or something. Artie yelled out. He cursed, sir. And we run out, and there was this man, this De Bruyn, or whatever his name was. He was just coming in the door, and he said, stop, and Artie cursed again and shot the man, and we ran. Now, masks was falling down, and we hit a man in the other building. We run right through it and out the back, and Artie took off his raincoat. It used to be his brother George's. He was a very nice fellow.
You are now referring to George Freeman as a nice fellow.
Huh? Yes, sir, that's who I mean.
Artie wasn't. Isn't, I mean. Well, Artie swore at the raincoat and said he could be identified by it and threw it away. That's the way it was, sir.
Your statement will be given to you after it's typed.
What for, sir?
For you to read and sign.
Sir, I can't read very good. Well, I know where you can find Artie if you want him, sir.
You know where he is?
Yes, sir. You'll die when I tell you, sir. Should I tell you, sir?
If you like, Green.
Well, sir, he's in jail.
And there he was, in Brixton jail. We hastened there, and the water took us down to the cell block, where after a long walk, we finally found our man. He grinned through the bars at me.
Hello, Inspector.
Hello, Freeman.
How'd you find me?
Your friend Basil Green told us.
I'll kill him for that.
I doubt it.
What are you in for, Freeman?
Hey, well, I broke a policeman's jaw. I thought they'd send me up for a while for that. By the way, my name's William Patterson in here.
Good place to hide out.
Not good enough.
I got a little bothered about you see.
Obviously.
You found Charlie Mortimer?
Yes?
And he talked.
At great length. Just as Basil Green did.
Unlucky for me.
Oh, no. We came to get you out of here.
Oh, yeah.
And take you elsewhere. Arthur Freeman, I arrest you on a charge of willful murder. I warn you that anything you say will be taken down in writing and may be used in evidence. Unlock the door, please, Warder. At the trial at Old Bailey, both Arthur Freeman and Basil Green were found guilty of the murder of Anthony de Bruyne and were sentenced to be hanged. The sentence was duly carried out.
You have heard another in the series Whitehall 1212, compiled by special permission from the files of Scotland Yard. Only the names have been changed. Research for Whitehall 1212 is prepared by Percy Hoskins of the London Daily Express. The stories for radio are written and directed by Willis Cooper. This evening, Whittaker Chambers comes to the NBC microphone to read a letter to his children. Now, this is not an ordinary letter. This letter means as much to you, the American citizen, as it does to Mr. Chambers' closest relatives. This letter brings you the true nature of communism, its political implication to you as a citizen of the world, more particularly of the United States of America. Now, this evening, Mr. Chambers will tell you why he chose communism, what he thought it would mean to him, politically and personally. That's A Letter to His Children by Whittaker Chambers. 3 chimes mean good times on NBC.